Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to 22 Panels. My guest tonight, Elliot, I completely forgot what I normally ask before I start recording, except that if you go back and listen to interviews, I I probably forget at least one time before. Can you pronounce your last name for me
Yeah,
so I get it right?
I figured that as well. Hi everyone. Hi 22 panels. My name's Eliot Rahal.
Ray Hall. So it's a hard A.
Well,
See,
I
I
think
wouldn't
that's
have
the
guessed it.
Illinois accent, though. To be honest,
Okay.
I think because I believe Rahal is a Lebanese name, and I believe it's traditionally pronounced Rahal. But
Okay.
I believe colloquial pronunciation, we Americanized it even further.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
believe.
I might have gotten it right for your ancestors, but I would have gotten it wrong
I
for
think
you.
you got it right culturally
Right.
presently, but
Right.
but not how we say it.
Not how you say it. And how you say it is what I care about.
Yeah.
That's what's big for me. So Elliot Ray Hall, the next book is I read it today and I forgot. See, this is how you know I'm back at school.
It's
I
okay.
read it earlier today. I remember monkeys and
And that's how
bananas and
much.
I
That's how much. It's not a monkey, sir.
oh,
And
I'm
I'm
sorry, gorillas and
thank you.
bananas.
Yeah,
Not gorillas, gorilla and
gorilla.
bananas. And that it was hilarious and awesome and I can't
Can I
wait
help
to
you?
read more, but I managed to completely and utterly forget the title,
That's how
which
good
is
it was.
just Crimes
Uh,
Against Nature. Crimes
yeah.
Against Nature.
Thank you.
Uh which is on final order cutoff. Did you say the 30th, I
I
think?
believe the 31st.
Thirty-first. That sounds right.
Maybe I'm making that up.
Well, I'll find out in about 30 seconds because, I'm a nerd like that. And I have a window. Oh, I have you here and I have my research window here. And mom and my brother and Britt and John can't see me do that because we're just an audio podcast. But you saw what I meant. Crimes Against Nature with a really cool cover full of bananas. Its
Yeah, the
final
banana
order
cover.
cutoff of August 31st and in stores September 23rd.
Thank
So
God. I was so worried I got those dates wrong.
yeah. So now is the time to go tell your shop that you want it. It's really, really good. I have been following Elliot not quite for his entire career, but for a significant portion of it.
Thank you.
Um, you're on my short list of I see your name on a creator-owned book or at least not a big two book. And I think most of what you've done with the big twos is anthologies, and I'm even
I've only done one big two story actually. So
right. See, all of what you've done with the big two.
yeah, I know. I know. God, kill me.
So yeah, the fact I saw your name on a big two anthology. I don't even remember which one it was right
Predator,
now.
Black, White, and Blood.
Oh, yeah, see, Predator's also not a thing for me, though. Now that I think of it, which issue were you?
It was the first issue.
Oh, no, I did read that because it also had a Sarah Gailey story. And
Yeah, it
between the
did.
two of you, it was like, oh, I do need that. So I can say that you write Predator well too, because I was really kind of blown away by all the stories in that issue, even though don't I read too many comics to remember a random Predator
Yeah,
story.
it's hard to do it, and then anthologies especially. Yeah, and I get why. Like Predators like cool in theory for a lot of people, but I think it's a tough nut.
I've I mean, it's funny because like I did enjoy that Predator anthology and um one of the most underrated classics of like the last 20 years is Archie versus Predator.
Yeah,
But that's the extent of the Predator that I give a damn about.
yeah, I get it.
I don't even think I've ever watched a Predator movie all the way through.
Oh, a couple of them are pretty good. The new ones are really good too. So,
Are they?
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep that in mind, but I mostly read comics. I watch like a movie a week because my family has a movie club. I have to watch Battleship Potemkin either tonight or tomorrow.
I watched that in high
Um,
school.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, then just give me the crib notes, and then I won't have to watch
The glorious Russian Revolution. That's the crib notes.
it.
That's the crib notes, and then they steal a scene from, not steal, homage, I should say, a scene in The Untouchables is from the Battleship Potemkin.
Potemkin.
Yeah,
That's right.
so the scene of the baby carriage
The
specific.
baby carriage.
Yeah,
That was something that got brought up when my cousin was picking the movie last week.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a glorious piece of propaganda. I mean, it's great.
hey,
I mean, it's an interesting movie. It's an interesting movie if you consider through the lens of that it is a yes, a movie, but also specifically a propaganda piece. So, yeah,
right.
you know,
But thankfully, only about an hour long, so I'll be able to squeeze it in somewhere.
yeah.
So, give us the front counter pitch for Crimes Against Nature, if
Oh,
only because that will give me a good idea of what you consider to be spoiler material.
okay. Well, I mean, to me, Crimes Against Nature is essentially what if Coco the Gorilla met the usual suspects, right? Or it's like Coco the Gorilla meets Midnight Run, if you like
Yeah.
comedy, and it's about two friends, a man and his gorilla at the height of their success, who are framed for a crime they didn't commit, and now they're on the run, trying to clear their names. But in the process of trying to clear their names, it's going to reveal secrets that they're both like withholding from one another. And it's like a story. I like to say it's a story about sins, secrets, and simians. And it's a story about friendship and complicated friends. And what do we do with all of the complicated people in our lives? And in this case, instead of people, also a gorilla.
I mean, the gorilla seems like a pretty smart gorilla. And I think it's on like the first pages, so I don't think it's ruining much. Say like up for an Oscar. Not many
Yeah,
gorillas have been up for Oscars.
he's the first gorilla to be nominated for an Academy Award.
This is what I'm saying. He's a special gorilla.
Yeah.
Um,
And his name is Amigo, which I'm really proud of. um,
yeah,
yeah,
no, the
he's
the
essentially like the world's most famous gorilla, I would say.
right.
That's the he's like the Michael Jordan, like prior, like Coco the gorilla would be like like the OG, and he is like Amigo is like the new best gorilla, you know.
Simian buddy comedies are a tough thread
It's an old
to
genre.
it is, but they're also a tough thread. I would say Clint Eastwood failed. Uh, for my money, Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes succeeded. That was the
Yeah.
best part of the movie, was them and the gorilla. Like the rest of the movie
Sure.
was
Yeah.
was pandering
Yeah.
and fun if you were one of the ones being pandered to. I mean, I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but the best
Yeah,
part
yeah. He
is the
plays to his
gorilla.
audience. That's not a movie for other people, right? Like,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. No. If you're not already all in for all things Jay and Silent Bob,
You're not
it's
gonna.
not the movie to watch.
Why would you see it? It's literally in the title. Why would you see a movie called
Right,
Strikes
right,
Back if you don't know
right.
who those characters are?
But I think it was the first time that Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher were in the same movie since Return of the Jedi. So I mean,
That would be pretty
that's
incredible.
significant.
Yeah, that would be
They
cool.
weren't on screen
I like
together, but
that movie. Don't get me wrong. I
I did
like
too.
that. I mean, yeah, it's a fun movie. I like watched it like at least 10 times in high school.
Oh, absolutely. I probably saw it 4 times in the theater.
Yeah, I was too young to get into the theater.
No, I was just the right age.
Yeah,
Um, because
but
I
no,
think it
yeah,
was 20 when that came out.
yeah. I think I had to have been in high school.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out. I was 21 when it
Yeah.
came out.
So you like 43 right now then?
I am 46 right now. It
Yeah,
came
I'm
out in
38. Yeah.
2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the movie like we would sneak, one of the sneaky.
Yeah.
Not that my parents really cared, but like, that wasn't when you watched with them.
I mean, they don't want Snoochie Boochies and Cockknocker.
I Cockknocker was funny. The Snoochie Boochies thing, I never liked it. But what I like,
Well, but that's one of the things I loved about this movie is that like Jay and Bob make fun of the Snoochie Boochies. They're looking at it and they're like, "We don't say that.
yeah,
What is this shit?"
you're right. Oh, it's been a while.
Uh,
Anyway,
but yeah, so you succeeded. Where I was going is you succeeded at least for issue one with our
yeah, we'll
simian
see.
buddy
It's been a
comedy.
challenge, I will say. I had the first. I knew exactly how I wanted issue one to end, and
Hmm.
give or take a panel or two, right? Like sometimes
Right.
you got cut a few panels, but uh as your 22 panels suggests, you really dig in on like the location of some very specific ones, and this book utilizes a lot of sign language, so I had to be
Yep.
really to be strategic about what gestures would be doing the most work,
Right.
and then also like working with Mattia, it's like, I do, this is not something I am consistently good at, and then I also do like other things as well, but like because I will do 7 panels, I will do 9 panels, I will do stuff like
Right.
that. But I do try to like keep it at like 5 or below, right? And like
Okay.
unless I'm like building to something or I really need it. And like because like where I'm like or I'm trying to
I,
do something specific, and like
I I mean, I once went through all of Saga and tracked the number of panels per page, and
yeah.
it averages five. Well,
Jason
no,
Aaron Jason
five
Aaron
is the most common, and
yeah.
I think you can count the number of times it goes more than seven on a hand.
It's incredible, and like it's a magnificent storytelling, and that's
Right.
why like I try to keep it lean. I mean, not lean, but I try to keep it like tight. But that's not to say I don't like stray out there, and I do quite often. But I will say, then there's the other consideration, which is like, okay, well, what's the burden on the artist here, right? And then the more panels can be challenging, and like I'm really like, it's been a while since I've worked with Mattia, but like seeing him fly loose like this, it's a totally different. He's a totally different person to work with this time around, because it's like, oh, you could, if you wanted to, put 13 panels on this page and it wouldn't look crowded. I have not done that yet, but I know like that's the level of skill I'm working with right now.
That's good. It can work. I mean,
It can work. I mean, Absolute Batman does it all the time, but
well,
like,
I actually recently came across a Beto Hernandez story that was like, I think 40 pages or 40 panels per page
right, right,
for 4 pages, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Your Europeans seem to average about 12, you know.
I don't read much. I don't read European comics that really,
Mm.
so I don't.
There's some good stuff, but they're
It's not for a lack of not wanting to.
right. No,
Yeah,
no, I get it. They're definitely a different pace.
yeah.
Uh,
They're bigger too.
most of the time. Well, always because they're generally 50 page
Right. So that changes that, but that
portfolio.
like, but if you were to change to that kind of style of storytelling, 50 pages, which I'm all for, by the way,
Right. I'm
but
all for seeing lots of different.
I will say it will fuck with a lot of creators at first because
Oh
that
yeah.
sounds great, but I do like, again, going back to the 22 panels, it's like I like, you really are like, you're thinking like that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're really
Yeah.
thinking like how do I like fit this all in? And so it's like if you were to change it to 55 panels, I'm sure that same skill would develop, but
Well, but
it would take a second because
the
like,
The Europeans still use the 22 panels. I
right.
mean,
Yeah.
Wally would. Knew what
Well,
he was
sure.
talking about.
I guess I meant 22 pages.
22 pages is a different thing.
Pages. I meant pages. Yeah, yeah.
22 panels that always work do work in all languages.
That's my mistake there. But I think you know. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I appreciate you. You know. I don't know. It's. I've been going crazy like trying to promote and market this. So when you said that people were talking about it, I was like, who?
Well, I have heard at least myself talk about it. Tyler's talked about it. Uh, Phil went, "Hey, what's that?" He's our most recent addition to the co-host family since Tyler bought his shop and can't even do weekly anymore. We pulled a third in
Does
for
Tyler have a shop now?
yeah. Tyler has a shop in Laverne. You got to go and
That's so
sign there.
cool. Oh yeah, I would go there in a minute.
I keep telling him to invite you, but
I would
he
go in a
keeps
minute.
forgetting to. There you go. Just
Tell him
pack
I'm
up
back.
and the Nexus Vault, Laverne, Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's a couple hour drive for you.
Oh yeah. I would
Yeah,
absolutely go.
this
Do
this
a
is what
day
I've
trip.
told him.
My family and I could do a day trip there.
I told him to invite you for free comic book day, but
I
he
would have
was
gone. I don't. Laverne's not that far.
no. I've driven from Laverne to Minneapolis. I know that
Uh,
drive.
well, I'll see him at Sioux Falls, and hopefully I'll see him at Sioux Falls, and we can talk
Yeah,
about it.
I mean, actually, I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know. I know that. Are you familiar with Insert Name Zine Fest in Minneapolis?
Which wait, is that the name? Insert name?
Insert Name Comic and Zine Fest.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
actually.
It will be August 30th, I think. Let me check. Yeah, August 30th. So the day before your FOC at Oddmart.
Oh, I know Oddmart. Yeah, Oddmart
Mm-hmm.
rules.
We
Oddmart's
we
incredible.
we have been a long time booster of that fest. And he hasn't actually made it out yet. I try to drag him every year. I'm there every year, so you should come meet me out there.
I would. Drop me a reminder because
I
I
can do
love
that.
because that they live on. I live on Northeast and Oddmart's on South, but I fucking love that store and I
Oh,
love
it's so cool.
and I love Brad. And I do want to go like do a signing there.
And for that matter, do you and I don't know if this has been officially announced yet, so I might be breaking it. Um, do you like low budget action sci-fi horror type stuff?
Yeah, I mean, sure, who doesn't?
Okay. So Jim Terry, the cartoonist,
Okay,
is their guest of honor this year.
okay.
Um, he made a movie
What movie
called
did he make?
Shank last year.
I didn't.
Um, you wouldn't have seen it yet because it's only ever played in Chicago, but it's going to get its first non-Chicago screening at the
Oh,
Eagles.
I know Jim.
Yeah,
Uh,
Come Home Indio. Um,
I've met him before.
yeah, yeah,
Jim's a cool guy.
he's an amazing guy.
Oh, that's cool.
So I think we're going to have a screening at the Eagles Club Saturday night of Shank, and then he'll be at the con on Sunday. That's my emails say. I got the email earlier today. Uh, da, 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 da. See, this is great audio, isn't it?
Oh
Me
yeah,
going da
absolutely.
da 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 da.
I
da.
stepped in something, so I'm just trying to pick something out of my foot.
Um,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
but
Eagles Club number 34
okay, yeah, hit me up
at
about it.
7
I can at
p.m.
least come
in
to the
South
signing.
Minneapolis. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can at least come to the signing. I can't promise a movie.
Yeah. I'll give you details.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
and it's not just signing it like insert name Comics and Zine Fest is it's like
it's like a whole thing. No, I'll take my
yeah.
family to that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean if you I think the other big independent. Have you been to Autopic?
I
I
have
haven't
been to
actually.
Antarctic. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I haven't actually been to that one,
That's
but
more
like,
that's more related to the university, I think.
right. But
Yeah,
like the step down from that is insert name. In
yeah.
fact, they're close enough that like there was a year that they were both on the same weekend, um, and they wound up sharing some guests because they coordinated with each other.
Oh, that's nice. I like to
Right.
see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's a
So
great.
so
I
that's
mean, the comic scene up here is very good.
yeah.
I would say like our big con is growing. I really want to do like something myself, but I'm not in the position right now. But I want to
Yeah.
like I love the Midwest comic scene and like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Minneapolis has Peter Krause is up there, Xander Cannon's up there.
Xander's a great guy. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know
still
Peter
need to
that
have
well.
Xander on. I keep talking to him and I keep forgetting to email him. So I need to fix that one of these days soon.
Talk to him about Sleep.
Ah, I love sleep.
Yeah,
Love sleep.
I have to finish it still.
So good.
He's very good.
I might like it better than I like Kaiju Max, and that's saying a lot.
Saying a lot. But yeah,
Um,
I
this
I don't know. It's been this book is sort of I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a hard year, and it's been I've been having I've been in comics a long time, and like I felt you know I felt like I've experienced a lot of success, but also a lot of frustration, and like
yeah.
I mean, I know
I
like
mean,
I mean every image is like and say what you want to about it, but it is like uh you don't get into writing stories. I think with especially with the comics that inspired me, or like without wanting to do an image book. So
right.
I'm hoping it's received positively. I'm hoping people order it. I've also, yeah, it's been also a financially challenging year. So
Oh, no,
so
I know all about that.
I'm
And this
trying
is
to
where
tell.
I'll remind everybody really, really quickly that final order cutoff is August 31st. Please go to your comic shop and request it. Actually, it's got multiple really cool covers, so you can order it twice.
Yeah,
If you order it 25 times, you can get the awesome Boss cover.
this is my
It's just
first time really. So like
awesome author.
that those variants. I mean, Clara Meath is doing a variant, an
Yep.
exclusive variant in at Brookings, but I mean, I have this is my first time really. I called in every favor I had left on this planet.
I
Um,
mean, Stippen Morian and Tyler Boss are pretty
I don't. You would. Here's the thing. You would. I obviously
pretty
love.
big in the covering game right now.
I love their art. Like, don't get me wrong. I love their art, and I'm aware of what you said is just true, right? But
Right.
I don't. I don't work in a comic book store, right? And I
Right.
don't know anything
Well,
really about them.
well, and see, here's the thing is I mean, I do kind of work in a comic store again, but like in both counts, they're probably still niche guys. Tyler
Yeah,
Boss is starting to break out more. Um, Stippen Morian, is doing his second ridiculous series with Dennis Camp.
yeah, I
And
know.
right now being hooked up with Dennis Camp certainly doesn't hurt. Um, Dennis is also just a really smart, sweet,
Genius.
amazing guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was lucky enough to have him on right before his first book with Stippen Morian, um,
20th Century Man.
20th Century Men.
Yeah,
But haven't been able to pin him down since because
I think he's
he's
really
Dennis
busy.
Camp now.
I think he's really busy, but such a good-hearted, sweet man.
He is.
Yeah,
He is.
so, yeah,
Actually, like I'm gonna plug again and I think you can find some of this stuff up at the autism scene and the Beat had a great article about it. My friend Britt Payne, who runs an organization called the Autism Scene that works to get more explicit autism representation in pop culture, particularly youth pop culture, um, does an autism panel at lots of cons, and he had his autism panel at San Diego this year, and Dennis and his wife um, joined on like 24 hours notice, and Dennis literally won all the awards in between saying, yes, I'll come do your panel, and then coming to do the panel. Um,
That's so cool.
so yeah. And like he that's where he confirmed that 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 his John Johns is autistic, and that was what we were looking
Interesting.
at. His John Johns is undiagnosed autistic, and his the character's son in Absolute Man Martian Manhunter is diagnosed autistic, and like the navigating that is part of what you're seeing.
I'll admit I haven't read
Um,
that run, but that's because I have two small children and no money right now.
what?
Yeah, but I do try to keep up when I can.
Yeah, I will say that you should totally put that high on your list.
Martian Manhunter is one of my favorites. I like
I mean, Martian Manhunter is
Steve
cool,
Orlando did a series on him.
right?
I really enjoyed.
But this one, I mean, almost everything Dennis has been doing lately is next
Because
level,
he's
but that
that's
one
because
was
Dennis is like one of those like incredibly. He's both incredibly intelligent and also like he's had a incredible life experience, and so
right.
he's and so
Well,
it's
and he clearly loves comics because,
yeah,
like, what I will say a huge amount about both Absolute Martian Manhunter and his other award-winning amazing series, Assorted Crisis Events, is that they really, really embrace and take advantage of the medium.
yeah, yeah.
They tell stories in ways that you need comics to be able to tell. Um, and that's cool to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
and but that's like that's the joy of again going back to like 22 panels. Like that is the joy of like you have this like set canvas, right? Like
mhm.
and it's like finding the best ways to like like to really make
But
things
it's also all but unlimited.
right. Yeah, exactly. But it's also like there it's on. But there are rules though, not
Right.
rules like not like hard rules, but there are rules. It's like this is the size and the shape, and like that doesn't seem like a rule, but it is a
Oh
rule.
no.
Like
Yeah.
it's a rule. Like, and it's
Well,
like
and as Matt Madden will tell anybody, like putting constraints on yourself brings out
the best work.
better
Like,
stories.
well,
Right.
because it's like you understand. You're making it. You're making like you
But I sometimes feel
every
like
statue, every one of those fucking Greek statues starts
right,
out it's just a brick, but
right,
you know what you're gonna do, like
right.
and
But
I really enjoy like you were talking about the first issue of Crimes Against Nature, and like I'm glad you received it, but like I like first issues are like
oh, they're
I
so
really
tough.
they're so tough, and it's like how do I get like you to care about this at all, like.
Because the first issue has to be like a semi self-contained story, but something that makes you want to do the next one. It's got to answer enough questions that you don't feel lost while leaving enough there that you desperately want more. It's got to grab you right in,
Right.
you know, until
And
you have like, I mean, comics more than any other business, I think, in terms of storytelling, like it takes forever to build that reputation that allows you to do a slow burn.
right. And even then I would still say like, those first arcs for those long running, even current stories like Saga, for example, this
Mhm.
those first issues, that first six
Oh
issues
no.
still full of like, oh, you're going hard, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh
You
yeah. No.
because
I
like
like
it does like it still
I,
determines the life of the series.
Spectators.
Right,
Brian
right,
Vaughn's most recent straight to like graphic novel rather than series was a little bit of a slow burn. But A, he did it with Substack money. B, he had 10 years of saga
right.
before he released it.
Right.
And he and Nico had done Pride of Baghdad together.
Right.
So people were willing to give him 50 pages to see where it was going.
Right.
Um, Brubaker and Phillips, I think, like since they switched to doing mostly graphic novels rather than doing series, I think they have had like one or two where they don't hit you right out of the gate. But
Right.
again, how long have Brubaker and Phillips been doing their thing?
And those guys are like all doing like these like experimental things now. Like
Right,
they're in a totally different phase of the career. Not that they still don't
right.
come out with like traditional like books, but like they're still like, yeah, I'm just trying to break through, man. I'm just
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I mean, you've break one through in some areas. I mean, I used to like the last comic shop I worked in, I managed to sell most of your stuff at a decent clip. Unfortunately, a decent clip for an average size comic shop meant that like I managed to sell like 5 to 10 copies a piece of would have started with hard hot lunch special, so it would have been a hot lunch special, Midnight Vista, Bleed Them Dry, The Vein, and Knock 'em Dead. I think I managed
yeah, thanks.
to pull five to 10 copies a
It's
piece.
not bad.
Well, I mean, to give you an idea, I think we had 30 subscribers on Saga.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
at our store, that wasn't bad. I mean,
No,
like
that's not bad for indie
Batman,
titles.
Walking Dead, and Saga consistently sold more than 10 copies.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's a while, but we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just been fun
No,
to
it's
work
such
on.
a
I
it's
just
such an
gotta
annoying
finish it.
business that way.
Yeah.
Um,
It's been nice either way. It's been and I don't know. I working with Mattia on this has been
yeah.
it's
Well,
been it's been a really joyful experience. So, I mean,
I can't believe that this like lost because Tyler and I plugged the hell out of this one too. Your last book, Don't Forget Your Briefcase, was a fantastic story as well. Um, and I think
I think
yeah,
Tyler reached out to me about that, but I forgot to
yeah,
respond.
I think he said that. But you have children that aren't even in
Yeah.
school yet.
I just get
I'm
us.
surprised you sleep
Yeah, I mean,
or
I
still know words.
it's late for me right now, but like,
Right.
I mean, my sleeping schedule, like, I mean, I wake up sometimes at like 4:30, or like,
You
you
wake up or you're woken up.
no, like I'll wake up before, like it depends on
Okay.
where we are in the school year, right? Summer's
Right.
tricky because like summer's not as scheduled, and at the same
Right.
time there's a lot of things. So it's like
Right.
some days I'm like waking up normal time, and then like but like, my daughter's at summer camp this week, so it's like in between, but like most of the time during the school year I'm waking up very early, around like
Right.
4:35 a.m., right before everybody else, and then I can really get like a solid at least 2.5, 3 hours, and I mean,
Hey, that's fantastic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
envy you that because that's like the time of day that I am useless unless I'm
well, I get a
studying.
train. I mean, I'm not going right away.
Yeah.
I need a gallon of coffee, and I need to take my medication. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but I'm like it's been a while since I had any sort of regular writing routine, but
but I
like
I mean, I have to have one, otherwise I don't work.
oh,
Right? Yeah.
absolutely.
So like,
That's why I'm not a writer anymore,
yeah.
is I don't have
I
a
mean,
regular writing routine.
if I
But
had a
but
different
when I
job, I would do it the same. I
yeah,
mean, it's just what you got to do. Like,
yeah.
know,
No, again though, I'm just jealous because when I did, I could write at 4 a.m. if I was still up, but getting up and writing at 4 a.m. was not something
I'm
I was
useless at
ever
night
capable.
now. My
Yeah.
mental faculties at night
Outshot.
are done. All right, like
Ugh.
I can talk, and I can like make like a snack.
You make the grilled cheese
Yeah,
and you can use words
yeah.
that
That's why, yeah,
mostly come together properly.
mostly. But I'm also like, where am I? But yeah.
So really quickly, just because the trade should be still in lots of comic shops and is certainly still available for order. Give us the front counter pitch on Don't Forget Your Suitcase because I love those.
Oh, don't forget your briefcase. It's a man cave.
Briefcase, yeah,
It's a
man
man
cave.
cave story I did with Phil Sevy, who is great and a friend. And
Yeah,
it's
you
basically
you
just
you
about,
have been blessed to work with some really great artists,
yeah,
Catherine.
I have been lucky. I've been really lucky. It's a story about what, the if not everyone is familiar, there's a device called the nuclear football, which is a
Right,
briefcase that a aide uh, will carry next to the president, and it's basically a briefcase that contains like all of like the launch codes, sites, and it's like a first strike kind of device for the president to use in case like we are attacked first. It's more of like a defense sort of kind of thing, but like it would still annihilate. It doesn't matter. It's the thing that
right.
it's a big briefcase that can end the world for some reason. And it's about what happens when that person accidentally mixes it up with a 10-year-old boy who likes to like bring a little briefcase to the school. And it's like a spy like comedy like thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fun and thought provoking and just weird and cool in a way that I expect from Mad Cave now and I expect from you. Um, let me since we're both running on I don't even know what we're running on. I was going to say fumes, but I haven't had any coffee in hours, so I think I'm even out of the fumes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to one of my pack questions. Give me your comics biography. And when I say biography, I don't mean your bibliography. We can talk all day about the books that you've written, and we've talked about a few of them already. I mean, like, what books did you grow up on? What books do you remember loving at different times in your life? What books made you decide that you wanted to write comics? Or did you just decide that you wanted to write and fall into comics? That happens sometimes too. Tell me about the comics that mean something to you.
Um, so I would say like my journey reading comics began in high school.
Okay.
So a little bit late. You
In
know,
some ways, that's good because a
yeah,
lot of us that start young
yeah,
decide that we're supposed to grow out of it, and then it takes us
yeah.
too long to come back. So if
But
you start when you can already appreciate it,
um,
there's something good about that. Hmm.
but I would say I got in high school, like I want to say senior year, and I was blessed with a friend who showed me the way, and we went to Graham Cracker Comics a lot,
Which
and
one?
the one on Ogden,
Okay.
in Westmont.
Yeah, I know that one.
I want to say it's Westmont, but
The one in Ogden, I think, is in Westmont.
yeah,
Maybe the edge of Downers Grove. One of the
maybe,
two.
yeah. I know
Yeah.
it's near an edge of something. But I
Trying to
just
remember.
I got hit with
Dell might have been there when you were.
I would say I just got lucky with like I just got hit with like at the time what was the best, right?
Yeah.
And both like what was current and not current. So like jumped in on The Walking Dead right at the perfect time. I got like Why the Last Man. I got
So
uh
good.
Preacher. I got
Right.
um
That was a
I
great
kind of got
era.
all of those like sort of best of marquee books, like
Right.
like Red Sun, Kingdom Come. Uh,
Okay.
you know, those
I
things
mean,
were
that was like the beginning of the trade paperback era,
right. That's when
and
I
the
that's how I was introduced to them.
and
Right.
like
So
the
I was
second
able
peak
to
of Vertigo.
right, and that's when like yeah, Darwin
Yeah.
Cook's like Twilight Children, except that's a little bit more
With
recent.
Beto Hernandez.
Yeah, but that's more recent. I mean,
Yeah.
well, recent 10 years ago, but
Right.
like the Darwin Cook stuff in general, like and but then and that's like what started me, and then like oh we like oh Punisher Max for sure.
Right.
I love Punisher Max. And
Ennis made Punisher something that I liked.
uh I loved I guess I loved the and oh I can't believe I'm spacing on it. It was like Paradise X,
Okay.
like all like
The Jim Kruger,
the stuff with like
Alex
the
Ross
great yeah
covers.
like anything Alex Ross did like
Right.
Marvel's and then I would say like my first like big runs reading things would be like I jumped in on Jeff Johns's Green Lantern right when that
Okay.
began and that was my first like weekly pull I would say or like a single issue series I started like actively following and then uh yeah, I was a really big Green Lantern guy, and then I liked
Who's your Green Lantern?
I would probably I mean I would probably still say it's Hal, but like I guess like I like Kyle a lot too. I mean
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no to that, but I the most of the
I'm
stuff
not enough of a Green
I
Lantern
most like
guy to
most of
that
the
that
stuff
was a question that I tossed out for any of the listeners. I
most of
know their
this
names.
most of this stuff I've read is through Hal. I'll admit though, like
Okay.
I mean it's not like for a lack of it's more out of ignorance I would say. And then I'd read whatever I could get my hands on. I'd say my first big Marvel runs were like Spider-Man. Fuck. When did that begin? Not was it Brand New Day or was it?
Brand New Day would have been the end of Straczynski's run, so it would have been like it would have been right in there.
I would say it was
Ultimate Spider-Man would be starting up in there too.
just before then and starting then,
Right.
and then I would say that was my first like Marvel Weekly, and
Right.
then uh yeah, and then I've just been kind of like doing reading, but like
So,
I'd say that second generation of like Vertigo books was highly formative for me,
right.
like you said.
That second peak.
And then like the second age of Marvel in 2010, like
Yeah,
like when
sounds about right.
right when the first Iron Man came out, right?
That would be when I wasn't reading Marvel because my kids were
Right,
young and I was broke.
right. Um, so um, that was like my formative age of Marvel,
Okay.
and I've been having a hard time keeping up because of
Yeah.
age.
Oh, of course.
So I'm pretty
This
lost.
is what Marvel
Next couple
Unlimited
of years, I'm
and
pretty
DC
lost.
Universe are for.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Um, so uh what when did you decide that writing comics was what you wanted to do?
And I don't know. I mean, it's both what I want to do, but also sometimes it's like sometimes it feels like it's the only thing I can do because I can't get a job. But so I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, they always made sense to me if that makes
Right.
any sense.
Yeah.
Like the way they work makes sense to me in my brain, and
Right.
the way my brain functions. I've always thought visually. And then it is like my favorite form of like storytelling. I think it's like a really powerful way to tell stories,
No, it is.
and then like my appreciation of it has grown even further now that I'm older and I understand, how much labor these things take, and
Do you
how
mean they don't just get tossed out
right.
in
No,
study hall?
I know, no. So, but I was doing stand up comedy. I just have always been in like gravitated to writing, gravitated to the arts, and like I wanted to like write and I wanted to like perform and like
Okay.
and I found an avenue into comics, and I started making them and they started getting picked up, and I was like, oh, okay, like let's see what happens here, like
Let's
and
keep doing this.
let's keep going, and then and then like really putting more pressure on it as I've grown,
Right.
just because it like one thing led to another, and I was like, oh, is this like a thing? Am I doing a thing now?
Right. Right. Okay. Um, Before I start to nod off, I'm going to get into my closing questions and apologize that I didn't give you the 2 to 3 hours that I sometimes give first guests. You're only getting like an hour or so out of
Fine,
me.
it's late for
Uh,
me anyway.
yeah, and it's late for both of us. You have kids. I corrupt kids. Well, I'm sorry, teach kids. Um, this is as we just got discussed off air a little bit. We're coming into our fifth year of 22 panels, or we're wrapping up our fifth year. Their 5 year anniversary is right around the bend. Um, and like I feel like I've entered the twilight zone. Like the experiences that I have, the people that I talk to or text with or hang out with, or the things that I've gotten to be a fly on the wall with, for at cons, whatever the experiences that I've gotten to have, that if you told teenage me or even 35-year-old me, hey, this is going to be your life, I would have been like, who the fuck are you kidding? I'm gonna what?
Right.
Um, but I've
I
found that like everybody in comics and really everybody in the arts has that feeling and has that collection of stories where when they think about them, they kind of pinch themselves and go, wait a minute, was that really me that was part of that story? So I've
Yeah.
started collecting them. Give me one of your like surreal pinch me, oh my God, this is Eliot getting to do this stories from your time in comics.
I think it's a combination of that, and then also like a combination of like, what are we doing? What are we working in? Like, what is
Right,
this place? Like, this is cool. Like, and then
right,
so it's a combination of like the stories that you make, like, not necessarily of the things you get to do, but like of the challenges, the fun, interesting challenges, like or bizarre interactions that you've had along the way. So I think it's the stories run a whole gamut for me. In
right.
terms of like, oh my gosh, accomplishments. Um,
Or just one that's fun. Tell me one that you like.
yeah,
We'll
no,
be
no,
back. I'll
yeah,
ask for more.
I think in terms of like in terms of getting like working with somebody, I'm trying to think of like a time where I was like really like blown away. But I would say
You did
I
get
would
to work with Jorge Fornes before he
I
was
would
Jorge
I would say
Fornes.
I would say I was really excited to work with Jorge when um I at the time, just because I loved his work that I saw. But I would say actually like just recently I had one with Jorge, which was like he did a variant cover for issue 2 for me, for Crimes
Right.
Against Nature, and that was a moment for me, like because I was like, Jorge and I have kept in touch over the years after we did a hot lunch special together, and like he's always been trying to help me out. But like he really came through, and that was like that made me feel like, and then when like when Tyler agreed to do, like, I don't know, just recently, when I think the entire experience of Crimes Against Nature has been that for me recently. And then like when they asked me to take over for Quantum and Woody, um that specific time frame felt like I was being like tapped, right? Like it
Right.
felt like I was being like brought up. You know what I mean? And like that was a very exciting, stressful feeling.
Right.
Because I had to salvage that series in a very short amount of time. And I did. But stressful. Yeah, and then there are like it's just like the stories of like staying out all night and like trying to like talk to people. I don't know, like it's so silly.
Yeah, but that's fun too.
It is.
I found myself falling down the Jorge Fornes rabbit hole for just a second because I knew that he'd done a bunch of stuff since he worked. So you can say you launched his career, and
I would not say that. I
I
think
said you
Jorge
could.
I think Jorge I think Jorge had a little bit to do with that, not me.
But it had to have been weird to go, hey, I worked with that guy. Now he's doing Rorschach.
Well, I do market when I put my credits down, I put Hot Lunch Special with Jorge Fornes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because I actually remember because I'm a huge Tom King fan. When Rorschach came out, my first thought was, oh, the guy from Hot Lunch Special. But I'm probably in a minority on that. Uh, just because it didn't get enough attention. I really liked that book. And it annoys me that it's hard to find right now for
But
reasons.
Rorschach, you said?
No, Hot Lunch Special.
I was gonna say that was everywhere. Oh, Hot Lunch Special. Oh, because it was a
Yeah.
small print run, and
Well, and also
and it was like modest, right?
because
And
reasons.
I didn't know how to market. Well, I wasn't sure what to do, and I think that's why. I mean, I don't know if any of my marketing has at all poked through, or like if other people are getting the word out. But I've been beating the drum as loud as I possibly can about this book.
Marketing comics is such a crazy. If I ever figure it out, I'll let you know. Um,
Thanks. Yeah.
uh, all right. Last question, my favorite question to ask. Um, Tell me something you love, preferably a comic, but we don't have rules. Preferably storytelling, but again with the rules. But something that you love and not enough people around you have experienced it, and you really wish they would, so you had more people to talk about it with.
Wow, is it sad the first thing that pops to my brain is Little House on the Prairie? Um,
The books or the TV show, or
the
isn't there a new
TV
version
show
of the
from the
TV?
70s.
The
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
70s into the 80s.
So the Michael Landon, I haven't
The
watched
Michael
that
and the
since it was like on.
the last couple seasons gets a little unhinged. But like you know, you have to like it's a time and a place kind of thing, but it's one of those things where it's like a like this is like Carter era optimism, right?
Right.
So this is like it's like Hamilton-esque in its earnestness.
And like I just realized that like I think it was off the air by the time you were born, which makes it even cooler that it's your thing.
I just like it right now, like
All
and
right.
and then I like it because yes, and I'm just acknowledging that there are there's problematic elements to it, but it is one of those shows that is like trying its fucking best for the
Right.
time, for the
Right.
time, right? And so
I mean the 70s and 80s, like they were just problematic,
right,
particularly the 80s.
but this show it's like also dealing with like colonial, like
Right.
it's like
Yeah. Colonial type issues. Yeah, yeah.
but this show is like trying. It is so sincere in trying its best, and but it's so funny, like because it's like it is some of the best big stakes, like small stakes, big stakes writing I've ever seen. Right, where it's like, how do you like in like this little vignette like care so deeply about this child like running for like school class president, like, and why am I crying at the end of this like episode about that, and it's just like the way that it does such a good job of like making you care about something, is I through something so like simple is like, um I think really cool.
Have you watched any of, and I haven't watched any of it, but apparently there is
Yeah, more
a
some of it. It's not the same.
new one. It's not the
Yeah.
same.
It's not it's I don't I apparently people don't like it. I'm not gonna say it's not bad. It's
I haven't
it's
watched it at all.
it's
So I
good.
just
It's good. The problem is that the first one is like so covered with honey, like and it's like, you would have a hard time doing it now. It's just so fucking earnest. But like this one is good. It's just not like it doesn't have that magic,
all right.
and Michael Landon, like, I mean, both guys are handsome, but Michael Landon like commands like the screen.
Yeah, no, I remember watching it when I was a kid. Oh, Landon directed 89 episodes of
Yeah,
Little House on the Prairie.
my wife and I
Wow.
went to where Little House on the Prairie takes place in southern
Did
Minnesota,
you?
Sleepy Eye. Apparently, they blew up the original set. They blew up the town at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's sad, but typical of production companies. We don't want anybody else using the stuff that we spent money on.
No, but they literally blow it up in the series.
Oh, in the series?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, because of what you're saying. So
Okay.
that's the last episode. They blow up the town.
So they wrote it into the script to
They wrote
blow
it
it
into the
up.
script. They blow up the fucking town.
Did Jesse James come into town or
No, no, like they come up with like some reason to do it. Something about like we're not going to let them have it. And so they blow up the town, and like, it's dumb. The less it's so ridiculous.
I mean, you are making me want to go back and watch it again, and I don't think I've watched it since I was like, I mean, the final episode was in 1983 when I was 3, but I think it was on syndication pretty solidly during the the time that I was growing up. So I'm pretty certain that I watched a decent amount of it between like ages 5 and 10. But I don't think I've watched it since then. And now you're making me want to. So I might have to actually go watch some episodes of Little House on the Prairie. My mom will be happy. She loves all the books. It's the one that introduced me to it to begin with. Well, Elliot, it has been an absolute pleasure. We will have to have you back when we can get all spoilery about Crimes Against Nature, because I can feel already that I'm going to want to be able to talk about it when I can be all spoilery. Um, but I can't even be all spoilery yet because I've only read one issue. And how many issues is it planned for?
Six.
6 issues. That feels like a good length for this. I am very much looking forward to it. Great to finally meet you. I will definitely drop you a line when I'm going to be in town for insert name. I will remember to tell Tyler to invite you out to Laverne. Um, if you don't have a local comic shop, maybe he can even invite you out to Laverne for the launch of Crimes Against Nature. Um,
I already have several events planned, but
Excellent. Well,
yeah,
then he'll have to do week two.
yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thanks,
And
Ted.
that's good. That's good. For 22 panels, this has been Eliot Rahal, and we will see you after the next page.